What if you could change your life? What if the sorrow could become joy and the darkness the light? What if you could heal not only yourself but those around you? Well, you can. This is Alchemy, and these are the Alchemy Sisters. Join psychic Jennie McDaniel and spiritual advisor Mandee Elam for a magical 1-hour journey into esoteric spiritual discussions.
Hello and welcome to the Alchemy Sisters. You are here with Mandee and Jennie. Hi, Jennie. How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's a gorgeous day here in Northern California. I was just sitting in the hot water and getting some mineral baths and just really soaking up the sun. How are you?
Oh, man, that sounds good. I'm good, too. I'm nice and sun-kissed. Went for a nice little jungle rainforest walk here in South Florida this morning and spent some time in the sun yesterday. And then now I'm actually burning a little bit of Palo Santo that you gave me with a little crystal. It looks almost like a quartz crystal or a Lumerian crystal point or something at the bottom of it to get all charged up for our show today.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent. Yeah, I loved making those. I feel like the crystal quartz really amplifies the energy of that Palo Santo when it's being burnt. And then, of course, the Palo Santo is clearing the crystal quartz the whole time it's on there. So I liked using the hemp to tie those crystals to the Palo Santo. It was a fun craft as well as a powerful tool to use for clearing and setting the stage for good intentions.
Totally. It feels electric, and I use it, every so often. I have several Palo Santo sticks, and this is a special one that Jennie gave me, so it's not, totally burnt down yet or anything, and it has such a wonderful energy. So very grateful for you for making that for me, sister.
No problem. I made some manifestation boxes, and I took these little small boxes and put one of those Palo Santos with the crystals wrapped in it, with the crystal wrapped around it. And I also put in a chime candle, which is a spell candle. So oftentimes you'll see them, they're maybe 3 inches tall, very skinny, and they have a lot of different colors. Black ones represent something, yellow ones represent something. So I made these little manifestation kits, and I think you got one, but I'm not sure. But it had like a little candle holder, a candle, some Epsom salt, so you could do a little ritual in the water if you wanted to by soaking in it, and with the Palo Santo stick. And one of my friends from Chattanooga called me the other day, and she goes, I use that manifestation box. She goes, I got a boyfriend. I'm like, oh, it worked. Good for you. I'm glad it worked for you. But that was her intention while using the box, burning the sage and burning the candle. She's like, where's my twin flame? Where's my soulmate? So it was fun.
That is fun. Oh, I love it. Oh, good. And what wonderful feedback. Voila. Mm-hmm. There you are. Manifestation made out of a box. Mm-hmm. Well, if you were just tuning into the Alchemy Sisters for the first time, my name is Mandee Elam, and I'm here with my lovely co-host and business partner, Jennie McDaniel. We are the Alchemy Sisters. Each week we hold on most Monday nights. Every now and then we take a night to ourselves, but most Mondays we hold a conversation with one another. Sometimes we have guests on. Sometimes we take callers and do readings. Jennie and I both do tarot and oracle card and check in with our guides to pass along information to people. Tonight we're supposed to be having a guest, but we're having some technical difficulties there. So if our guest is able to make it on, we will let you know. And in the meantime, Jennie and I are going to kind of start the show. So if you're interested in maybe receiving some healing or a reading or asking a question, please feel free to give us a call. The call-in number for guests is 323-642-1188. Again, it's 323-642-1188. And just really excited to hold some space here with all of you tonight. Each week we try to, just help offer resources that help bring people into more alignment with who they are and their soul's path and their purpose, and maybe getting a little clarity, awareness, and knowledge around what's going on in their lives. Jennie, is there anything that you want to chat about tonight or that's on your heart or mind that we could share with our listeners?
I just wanted to tell everybody that we've got so many new shows on our network. I will start off with that and we'll see where we segue. We are the Alchemy Sisters. We are in affiliation with Heart Over Ego Radio, and there's about 3 or 4 other shows. We've got Womb Magic with Mandee and Heidi Summers. They are brilliant. They are grounded. They are feminine embodiment. Wonderful, wonderful show. Check the replays on Spreaker, iTunes, iHeart. We are Heart Over Radio. We also have a new show that just started yesterday. Myself and Drew Pillow are picking up where we left off with a show we had on Sundays. It's kind of like a free-for-all, fun, exciting, call-in, shenanigans, a little bit of humor, a little bit of spirituality, but mostly people calling in, and we're doing readings. We'll have some visitors, but we'll also mostly be doing the show ourselves. And then we also have Rain Radio, which our friend Leela and Naomi are hosting and co-hosting. Brilliant social information. Last time I listened, they were really going into power and how to embody it and how it's healthy, how it cannot be healthy. Brilliant information. And they're called Rain Radio. I think I got all of us, didn't I? Am I missing anyone?
No, I think so. I think that sounds great. And, if you want to be in touch with Jennie and I, please follow us on Facebook on the Alchemy Sisters. We have a Facebook page called The Alchemy Sisters. We also have Heart Over Ego and Heart Over Ego Radio. We love our Alchemy Sisters community. Everyone's always joking around and having fun there. And, there's times where we get serious and offer good information as well to help you along your path. And then Heidi and I, we host Womb Magic, and we're actually cultivating potentially a course for Mercury retrograde coming up here. Is like a little kind of intensive where you can come into a Facebook group and be offered a lesson around Mercury retrograde each day during that. So I think it's going to be about 3.5 weeks from, I believe it starts July 7th through, I think, the 31st. I'll have to clarify that. So if you're interested in that at all, stay tuned and follow us over on the Alchemy Sisters page.
Oh, I'm excited about that intensive during Mercury retrograde. Be an excellent person to wrangle in for an interview or to talk to while you were going through that is Jen Edwards, the astrologist. We should see if she wants to come in and shine a little light on retrograde in her opinion.
Yeah, that's a great idea. If you like astrology, Jen is going to be most likely joining our network in July or August, somewhere around there, when it feels in alignment with her, and it's going to be wonderful. And you got to learn all about all kinds of astrology with her. So good idea. We'll definitely be reaching out to her, Jennie.
Oh, for sure. Anything on your heart and mind? What's going on with you? What's coming up with you? What should we look at?
Well, there's been some interesting things I've noticed with clients this week. A lot of people were kind of low energy last week, or in the beginning, I guess more the beginning of last week. I think it lightened up towards the weekend. But, sometimes we just have to pay attention to our bodies and really honor the power of rest. So many of us get so busy and we rise and grind, and even when we're supposed to be relaxing and resting, we're thinking about a million other things. And, I just have noticed that, especially as summer's here officially and days are longer and we're running around doing more things, it's really important to do your best to try to take some time each day, whether it's a meditation or a walk in nature or playing yourself a song to dance to or doing a little writing or meditating, whatever it is. If you can give yourself a little bit of a time out each day, 10 minutes is great, half hour is better, hour is wonderful, whatever it can be. I think it's really important because I'm noticing, and Jennie can probably look at this on an energetic level, but I'm noticing a lot of people are starting to get kind of burnt out again and tired again and having a hard time keeping up with their energy.
Yeah. Well, also we're having change of the seasons. It's been warm in certain parts of the country for a while, but other parts of the country are getting really into the warm spell. And I've just noticed that simply to acclimate to weather fluctuation can make you feel drained, let alone any astrological lines up or non-line up or what have you. So I think just acclimating to the heat and acclimating to the longer days definitely gets people burned out. I also know that we're all running at about 100 miles an hour, and the planet isn't slowing down anytime soon. So we really do just need to understand. And one of my favorite graffiti artists is Banksy. I love his work. I love his mystique. I just dig him. And he had a quote, said, "We need to learn how to rest and not quit when we're tired." I'm like, God, that's genius, because oftentimes we run ourselves into a wall and we're like, well, that's not for me because I got burnt out and I'm tired. No, no, no. We just need to learn how to do the ebbs and flow. Rest, go at it, rest, maybe go at it for a while, rest for a while, whatever that is. And we have to be flexible with ourselves. I know it's convenient to have a schedule, and I know it's very helpful to fit things in when we have things lined up in the day, but try to leave some days where it's not chock full of stuff to do, things stacked right on top of each other. Allow that yin energy to come in. If we allow more yin energy to come in, it will really just make our yang, the go, 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 better, because it's not burning out as quickly or hitting walls. And everyone on this planet is just being exposed to energies, whether they're cosmic or spiritual or physical, and we really do need to respect and love the yin just as much as we do the yang. And I think looking into adrenal health would be so wisdomatic for any person walking on this planet right now. Doesn't even have to be an empath, doesn't even have to be a healer, doesn't even have to be a sensitive person. We're being exposed whether you feel it or not, and our body is responding. So everyone just looking at their adrenals and their nervous system, it'd be so wisdomatic. And again, you don't have to go on a 90-day retreat and rest, although that's cool if you can. Just being aware and conscious that we are riding certain systems pretty hard, whether we try to or not, will be wisdomatic.
I absolutely agree. I think that's beautiful. We do have a couple of callers. Are you ready to take one, Jennie?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. The first one we're going to take is a 727 area code. Hi, 727. You're with the Alchemy Sisters. Who are we speaking with?
Hi, this is Kate.
Hi, Kate. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. I'm processing some energy similar to what you're describing.
Okay, excellent. Well, how can we support you tonight?
Do you do energy readings?
We do. We do energy readings. Jennie really specializes in energy, and then we also do card readings and intuitive readings, and can offer wisdom around questions. So if you'd like a specific question, you're more than welcome to ask it, or if you just want Jennie to take a look at what's going on energetically, we can definitely match you up with her.
So anything that either of you have is helpful. And I can share with you that I have been processing, and the best word I can use is the immediate word that comes to mind is eliminating memories, particularly from childhood, that were traumatic or wounding. And then also
excellent.
I have the sense that in part of being empathic, that somehow I picked up the need to carry something for my brother, who is 6 years younger.
Okay, excellent. Well, Jennie, you want to get us started?
I do. Kate, thanks for calling. This is Jennie. I'm instantly being connected to your spirit guides as well as my spirit guides, and they have some advice for you. So we're going to start there, and we'll see where we go. What they're saying is the brother. They're going to start with the brother. They're saying it's a karmic. So you pick a few things. You have a few things that you're in charge of as far as strategy in the non-physical before you incarnate. You choose the womb you come out of, and you choose the time frame that you come into. You and your brother are related, so you've chosen to incarnate close to each other. And there is a pattern from past lives where you did enable him. You did a lot of the work for him, hence tiring yourself out, and then in the flip side, him not learning the lesson. So they're just showing one of your lessons amongst many of us healers and empaths is to hold space for people but not expect ourselves to do it for them, or not to allow them to expect us to do it for them. And these are called healthy boundaries. And they're saying we're really just kind of amping up that solar plexus and throwing some energy at your solar plexus just so we can start bolstering any energies that might come up of, why do I want to help him often? Is there some connection? Yes, they're showing about 2 or 3 past lives where you really did kind of enable him, which didn't service him or you. So they're saying you can assist and hold space with your brother, but allow him to learn the lessons. It will be so much easier on you this way, and spiritually healing and correcting. Now, the first topic you went into, what was it? You said that, what was the first statement before you talked about your brother? What did you say?
She was talking about eliminating memories.
Okay, thank you for the reminder, Mandee. Yes, we have the spirit guides basically kind of saying this is going to be a really important piece. So the idea that we can eliminate things is it's kind of it's a little too ungrounded, meaning it's a little wishy-washy. They're saying it's not really, from what I can see and from what they're telling me, that's not possible. So the best bet is to heal the space. Now, I know as a human, this is hard, and it's easier to want to eliminate than to go into and start bolstering, healing, breaking apart, and looking. Now, what they're saying is use these same healthy boundaries to go into this space. The idea isn't to take away what your soul has chosen to experience on some level. The idea is to bolster it. So they're saying when you get tired, just like that Banksy saying, when you get tired, rest. You don't need to go 100 miles an hour at your emotional healing. In fact, I don't recommend that. It's too heavy. So they're saying part of your higher self's intention was to come here and to really break things apart, neutralize the anger and stress and frustration, at least neutralize it, even maybe changing it into understanding and curiosity. That's the highest soul's intention. Again, you take it bit by bit. Oftentimes we can't get all this done in one lifetime, hence the reincarnation process. So they're saying you've got the backbone, even though you might not think you do. They're saying you've got the backbone to really start digging in here and, again, taking it piece by piece and not thinking we're going to eliminate or fix something overnight. It's very common for the human to want to go into that magic, quick, heal it. But, again, it goes into that enabling space. If we just healed everything that was karmic magically, quickly, fast, we'd be enabling ourselves. We wouldn't be here learning and going through the motions and the work and the blood, sweat, and tears to get those spiritual nuggets, to get those spiritual gold nuggets. It's all about understanding, clearing, and taking it day by day. So, Mandee, are you picking up on anything? Do you want to say anything?
I am. Kate, how you doing over there? You with us?
I am.
Excellent. Yeah, your relationship that you're picking up things with your brother, they're pointing to that again, too. Is he someone who's in your life constantly right now?
It feels that way. He's not physically.
Yeah.
I'm just not. It's interesting that you use the phrase specifically, and let me just to help. The reason I think that the word eliminate came up is similar to the way that we eliminate toxins by sweating, by perspiration. We eliminate things by urinating. The body processes. That's more what my body seems to be doing with old stuff.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Kate. Yeah, that's what I was noticing. And like the first card that I pulled for you was major transformation at a cellular level. You have deep healing going on. And so I was going to say, to kind of piggyback on what Jennie said, it's not like you're going to eliminate and forget, but you're going to release the power that some of that trauma had over you. And your angels are really happy because you've been working really hard on doing that. Doesn't mean, it was okay.
Yeah.
It just means you release the power and forgive the situation that had happened. And they want you to know very much that you're being energetically upgraded and you're transforming. In order to aid you with that, you also pulled the Divine Mother, and she's with you a lot. She rocks you, she talks to you, and she tries to remind you to mother yourself and care for yourself because you're such a good empath and always caring, for everyone and everything else ahead of yourself. And you've made great strides in this, but it's time to take it another step further. And so she's also encouraging you to really get grounded and to connect with nature whenever you can, even if it's just, there's big things with nature with you. So even if it's just for 20 minutes a day, standing outside and getting a little fresh air or sunlight, it's going to help tremendously. And then Archangel Ariel comes in as the peaceful warrior for you, and she wants you to stand your ground with peace. And I'm seeing some healthy boundaries being put in energetically with your brother, and that's why I asked if he was kind of close to you physically or in person, because they're wanting you to put in some healthier boundaries. And that looks like, not completely leaving or anything, but just saying, this is when I can talk and when, and then this is how much of my time and my thoughts I'm going to spend thinking about this situation. Does that sound like what they're calling for you?
It's wonderful confirmation in terms of Mother Mary. And also, I have committed to 20 minutes of sunlight every day during meditation.
Oh, good. Excellent. Very happy to hear that. And and they just want you to don't worry that you're going to lose any memories or anything, ones that, are taking up too much room, because you're also still very much evolving, growing, and learning. So some things are going to fall away just because you just don't need them anymore and they're not serving you, and that's supposed to happen. Right. Are you entering a deep course of study or studying something new right now or planning on it?
It is certainly, it feels more like graduation. Yeah, it feels more as though, I'm still in it, so it's not so easy to articulate.
Okay.
I've done a lot of work and a lot of releasing over the years and a lot of processing. It has really come out physically. In the last 3 weeks, it has, the process has been demonstrably physical, which is rare for me. And a little bit scary, except rather than medicate or treat it, I've elected to just be with it.
Good. Allow that to happen, because you really are. You're upgrading, and kind of what we were talking about in the beginning of the show. If you can give yourself extra, fruits and veggies and nutrients and tea and water and sunlight right now, that's just going to be your best medicines. And you'll find that as you kind of come to this completion here, your energy, your energy levels will start coming back, and you're going to feel really nice after a while. But they're indicating that deep study, and if it feels like you're coming to the end of that, that's good. And then you're going to jump into something new and different and fun that stimulates your inner child and your creative energy. So just enjoy that. And Jennie, did you have anything else you wanted to add for Kate before we let her go?
Nope, I was just going to tell her we'll be sending her some heart energy for her transformation time.
Yes.
Oh,
Kate, thank you so much. Oh, you're so welcome. It's such an honor. Thank you for calling in. Oh, good. Yeah, you just take good care of yourself and mother yourself. Have a wonderful night.
You also.
Excellent. Oh, that was really nice, Jennie.
Yeah, I love holding space for people. It's my most favorite thing to do. It's just so fascinating doing this work, because everybody's at a different place, but we're all working towards something. It's fabulous. I love looking at people's lines of work and where they're getting into and what they're transforming into. It's very exciting.
It really is. And for our listeners, this this constant, life and journey, we're down here to learn and grow and play. And, we complete one thing and then on to the next. And it really is, something that doesn't end, and we constantly evolve until the day we choose to end this lifetime of ours. Jennie and I believe in many lifetimes, so we believe we, live on eternally. And it's important to, honor yourself, that you'll be going through different transformations throughout your life, and that each and every one serves you, and sometimes you'll have more energy than the others. And when dealing with trauma and memories that come up and things like that, as we were discussing with Kate, it's important to know that those experiences do serve us and shape us, but then they don't have to, they don't have to decide or serve the rest of our life after that moment. So just important to really honor yourself and let things come through. And if something that you thought you got over before comes back up for deeper healing, it's just because we're very cyclical and we like to heal in spirals as opposed to on a linear modality. Oh, Jennie, would you like to take another caller?
Yeah, let's do one more caller and we'll wrap it up.
All right. We've got another one calling in from 90. Actually, let me see. There's one. Actually, we have two callers, so we're going to take two because there's just been two that's been holding for a little bit, and then we'll wrap it up after that. So the first one is 831. 831, you are with the Alchemy Sisters. Hi, how are you tonight?
Hi. I'm good. I really love what you guys are sharing. Here I am in my pajamas resting because I really felt that I need to rest. And I'm like, thank you, universe, for the validation. So it's unlike me, but I just feel like I really need to rest and have some clarity. And I was wondering if what you pick up from the angels in regarding where I'm at right now. I've walked away from a relationship that's been 20 years, and I would love to be in it, but he has to love, honor, and respect me. And the question I have is he going to come around at some point, or should I just focus on me and he'll come around at some point in the future, or is it the end of it? What they think I should be doing? Because I don't want to stress over it anymore, but it is a lot of old wounds I really feel that have come up from both of us from our childhood, and we're just reflecting it back to one another. But it's toxic, and I know that he's better than that, but I can't be his teacher. He has to want to make changes. So I've just walked away because I don't want to be receiving that. And what do you pick up from the angels? Is this a lost cause, or should I just know that in the future he'll come and right now focus on me? And what do they see? What do they feel I should be doing?
Well,
and thank you guys so very much.
Oh, you're so welcome. What was your first name again?
Christina.
Christina, awesome. Christina, they're coming in very strong for you at first. And if it's okay with you, Jennie, is it okay if I start this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Excellent. Yeah, they're coming in really strong. And first of all, they're incredibly proud of you because they knew this wasn't an easy decision for you to come to take this space to yourself, but they knew that you got to a point in it where you were like, all right, this is no longer serving either one of us and we're becoming depleted. And they're just kind of clapping and really proud of you, and they know that this was not an easy decision. So they're just really surrounding your heart in a lot of love and just saying, it was really important. And then the first message that they gave was to don't hate, meditate. When you find yourself getting really frustrated about the things that happened, recently or further in the past, or the things that are going on right now that are really frustrating, they're encouraging you to take some time and to kind of refocus your thoughts. And I tell a lot of my clients to, when they feel anxiety or overwhelm or stress or anger coming on and they don't want to feel that way anymore, they're ready to release it, I always say, take a few deep breaths, 3 to 4 nice, deep, cleansing, grounding breaths, and then go over 10 things you're grateful for in the moment, because that helps refocus what you were thinking about and then recalibrates all of our energy, aligns our chakras and gets them spinning the way that they were supposed to, and offers relief and opens up our heart chakra for more abundance. They're saying right now you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. They want you to continue making healthy choices and feeling balanced. They receive your prayers all the time, and they're really grateful for that. They know you have a close connection with them and the universe in general. They're showing that a lot of this is going to help really push and emerge a lot of your own healing and spiritual gifts. And by choosing yourself right now and saying, hey, I love you and I love me, and right now we are just not lining up the best, so we need to hold space for one another and see what happens. For you to get through this, they really want you to dive into any sort of creative outlets that you can that feel good for you, whether that's painting or journaling or organizing a fundraiser or whatever kind of feels good to you. They're wanting you to channel some of this into some creativity. They're showing for your partner that he might not be as self-aware or as advanced as you are at this point, and that you're really stepping into this trying to choose your self-love and self-worth, and he's really struggling with that. So they're showing a little bit of distance there as far as maybe trying to get back together, simply because you're starting to really vibrate on different levels. You were vibrating on a similar level when you were together and in the same area a lot of the times, and now that you've gotten some space, you're really starting to pick up on a different level, and he needs to choose some of these actions that will help him to start vibrating higher if this is going to work. I'm not anyone to say never ever or anything like that. He's absolutely a twin flame of yours. I believe in several of them. You guys have some good energy, and when it was good, and when it wasn't, it wasn't. And you're right, it's because of childhood and some conditioning and things that have happened. And you're acknowledging that, and you're choosing to try to heal that. And they're just showing that his acknowledgement of that isn't quite there the same way. Is that what's been kind of happening?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's like they want him to step up, and then you want him to step up, but he's just choosing not to. And they're saying it's going to get to a point where you're not going to want to wait around too much longer.
Yeah, I told him I'm done. I just, this with the disrespect, and there's been a lot of betrayal and infidelity, adultery, and theft, lying. It's just too much. And I know he's better than that, but he has to, like a drug addict, want to make changes, and I can't be there with him anymore because it's draining and it's toxic for me. So do you see him at some point in the future, after time passes, following my light?
As of right now, I do, but not for a long time. Like, they're giving me like a 10-year window. They're saying there's a small potential, but he has to really choose that and want that. And he has a lot of patterns that he has chosen to just ignore or just not work on, and that they're just showing you getting brighter and getting more peace each day. And then a new love potential will be coming, not anytime soon. They're actually giving me like a 2 to 3 year on this. I'm sure your heart has quite a bit of healing to do. They're showing your heart's been through quite a bit, and you're just finding yourself again. So in that case, it's kind of a quick timeline to maybe get 2 years in there. But they're just showing that eventually he has a small potential, but it's not going to be for quite a while is what I'm seeing. Jennie sometimes gets a little bit clearer on that, and she can help with a little bit of energy too. Jennie, what are you picking up?
Well, you have fantastic energy. You yourself are an empath and intuitive, and in past lives played around in the psychic and the metaphysical and the occult worlds. So they're showing you being an exceptionally old soul. By walking away from this relationship that was draining you, you have broken karma. They're saying in past lives you have a pattern of staying when it doesn't service you at all. So they're saying you are actually literally manhandling that karma and breaking it over your knee. Now, they're saying, wonderful, beautiful. We would like to reiterate what Mandee was saying. I don't see him getting through his difficulties that he would need to get through to be with you in this lifetime. I'm seeing him taking several lifetimes to do that. And they're saying that even if he does follow your light, Let's pretend that in 8 years he gets it together. You're going to be so dang advanced by that point that his just elementary learning is not going to impress you. Give it a couple years. Look back. You can't believe that you'll be wondering what kept you there for so long. They're saying you'll move much quicker than he ever could, and that's okay. Yes, there was a soulmate connection. Yes, there were past lives. Yes, you gave it a go. Yes, you put your heart and soul into it. Did he show up with the same bells on? Not even close. That's okay. We learn, we grow, we build that solar plexus up of I'm worth, I am, I can, I do. And now they're saying the door is open, run. What would you like to do? Do you want to shift other parts of your life? Do you want to experience certain things? They're saying don't get hung up on wondering if he's going to heal. He could take lifetimes, and there's no reason to sit and wait. They're saying you're moving so quickly anyway. I also see potential for new love. What's going to happen is when you're moving through this healing process of the divorce, breakup, whatever you want to call it, they're saying you're telling the universe you had enough, so you walked away. Now you're doing some healing, looking in, moving things around, and then one of your other karmic interests is to find an equal partner. They're saying you'll get opportunity. You get to be the determiner each time one presents itself of whether or not you're interested in holding space with that person, and that will build your solar plexus up more and more. I want to say I'm excited for your future, for you. So even though it might feel stressful or I don't know or it's new, it's different, just know that this is the beginning of a wonderful growth space and very abundant too. So thank you for calling in. We're here every Monday. Call back in. Let us know what's going on. We want to see what you're getting into.
Thank you so much. I just decided I'm going to write about these painful, complex situations that we can find ourselves in with loved ones, like, romance, siblings, parents, coworkers, neighbors, and how finding the truth in the light intertwined with metaphysical encounters, because I do hear my guides and pray and meditate, and I've been afraid to kind of step further because I will see scenes and they will come to me and guide me when I'm, need a little get back right on the right path, and I'm extremely grateful. It's usually in the early morning hours that they'll wake me up, and there'll be like a word or a sentence, or sometimes, an appearance. And I really feel this urge to put this journal that I've been journaling for 10 years, and I feel like I need to put it into a novel. And just, I think it would really be healing right now. And I am going through a divorce, so you were on it.
It really would
and I
be
feel like
so good for you. Your angels are like,
it's
please
called
don't write
my
it.
spiritual.
That's the first thing.
Yeah,
I saw with the creativity.
As I said, if you guys bring it up, I'll do it tonight.
There you go.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to school, and I'm going to have it taken apart by both writing classes and by the students to, critique it, and, how I just feel like I need to get it out and put it together, and it's 20 years with this person, and everything that you guys said was so accurate. He is where he is, and that's okay, but I need to be moving on. And you were right when you said not even close. 100% not even close. And I've really had to just ask for guidance throughout this and let go of the fear and step into change, because I would rather step into change than to be where I'm at. Thank you. You guys are lovely
so beautiful.
souls.
So are you. You are so welcome. And yes, write, create. And sometimes when we give birth to creations, if it's something you decide you don't want to share, that's okay too. But, there is good energy around sharing your story also. So get to writing, allow it to happen.
Yeah.
And, send your ex energy for his highest good, and, try when the trauma comes up to just, find the silver linings and the strengths, and then release it, and just try not to allow it to control your future. We hope you have a beautiful night, sister.
Yeah.
You are highly talented, so you take good care of that amazing heart and do good things out there.
Many blessings. You guys rock on. You're amazing. I love how in the description you let Spirit just guide the topic and whatever comes up. It's amazing how whoever is listening live or even downloading, it's going to speak to whoever's listening. They're going to be at the right moment at the right time. And just the fact that you are willing participants just to help humanity and to help us to have clarity and support and validation and guidance. It's so beautiful, and I just want to say thank you guys so very much. It wasn't an accident that I'm here today. So many blessings to both of you.
Thank you. You as well. Divine timing always, and we are honored to be here.
Namaste.
Have such a great night. Namaste.
Thank you.
Oh, that was a beautiful call, Jennie.
Yes, it was. It was a good one. When she started talking, I was like, she's almost answering her own questions as she asked the questions. She's wise. She's right there on the. I'll be interested to see how her creative energies come in that writing space. I'd like to read her work. I see her being a very powerful manifester, a very powerful healer, and a very good teacher. So good. We'll have to check back in with her.
Yes. Stay connected with us, Christina, because we want to know. Jennie, do you have energy for one more caller? We've had one more that's been hanging on for a little while that I'd love to get to if we have time. All right. So 904, we're going to come to you next. Hi, 904.
Hello.
You're with the Alchemy Sisters. Who are we speaking with?
My name is Kat.
Hi, Kat. How are you tonight? Oh, Patricia.
I'm good. It's with a P. Yeah. So many people think that sounds like Kat. I don't know why. Well, after what that lady said about you all I can say is ditto. That was beautiful.
Oh, good.
I was like trying to listening. Yeah, that was just so beautiful. I thought, wow, well, what can I say after that except ditto?
Oh, wonderful. Well, what's going on in your realm?
Well,
what's going on in your realm tonight? How can we support you?
Well, I've been in a little forced rest. I lost a job that was unexpected. Then my car broke down. So my car's been in the shop a little longer than I expected, and I'm applying for a few jobs online. So I've gotten into, not much I can do except rest a little. So that's been good, and I've just been kind of recouping and regrouping and, thinking about what I want to do now. And so I just trying to get back into some creative things. I took my watercolors out that I haven't touched for a long time. And so I just want to see what you see coming up job-wise, I guess, and so any messages from the angels. And trying to get back into creative. I also want to write.
Good. Writing will be good for you. I have a book
I've been thinking about for a while. Yeah, I used to do poetry, and it's been a while since I've been into it. And I kind of got a little information from Spirit about a book, and I got the title to it, but I just haven't had the oomph to start it. So now I feel like that's kind of coming to me. So I'm going to try to at least get going on that.
They're coming in quick for me, and they're trying to let you know, too, that it's absolutely divinely inspired and divinely downloaded, and they really want you to operate from more feminine energy as opposed to I should be writing or let me make myself write. They want you to focus on when it unearths kind of organically. If you can set aside maybe 10 minutes a day to try to sit and write and see if it feels in alignment, and if it does, great, take off. If it doesn't, that's okay. Maybe take the day off, but they're showing you're going to start getting more and more inspired. And once you start writing, it's just going to keep going. They're also showing that you are highly intuitive and you can really trust that everything is going to be okay right now. Take the time to try to not let this stress you out and use it as an opportunity to kind of reboot and reorganize. Do you have any applications out there already? Because the first card I pulled for you is 10 of Pentacles, which is making good money, sister.
I have two, and one I spoke with them, and they just didn't need anybody right now. It's somebody that I had done a little part-time work for in the past. It was a floral company, and I've done some creative things with wreaths and flowers and things. So they didn't need anybody right now. And then another one I applied for was sort of an in-house marketing position for a resort, which I've done a lot of in the past. And it's been about 2 weeks, and I haven't heard back from them either. So
okay, keep that energy out there, and then if one more comes too, they're saying, don't worry, you're going to get a job, and it's not going to take too much time. They kind of want you to enjoy your rest period now because you got the 10 of Pentacles followed by the 2 of Pentacles, and then a Knight of Pentacles followed by the 10 of Cups, which is a pretty happy card. So what I'm getting on that is that they don't want you to worry about it too much. They want you to put the inspired action out there. Make sure you're continuing to apply for things that, feel like it's in alignment with your heart, because it doesn't look like it's going to be too hard for you to get another position. So they're kind of funny, and they want you to take a step back and keep continuing to enjoy your rest period while you have it, because you'll be back at work before you know it. Jennie, what are you picking up for Pat?
Cool.
Well, I was going to say the same exact stuff. Don't worry about the job coming in. It will come in. You just do the physical requirements, such as putting out more applications, putting the feelers out. Take the time to rest, like Mandee said. You'll be healing up some adrenal space. You'll be healing up some nervous stuff. It'll be wonderful. The job will come in. Just do the physical requirements, like putting in applications and resumes and taking a look at some websites that hire people. They're saying just pool the energy and then push it around, meaning desire to get a job and then push, meaning put the applications in, and something will manifest. You're very hireable, they're saying. So just if you get worried that you're not doing anything right now, that's the lesson, to not worry when we're resting. So I want to tell you, thank you so much for calling. This is the end of the show, but if you call back next week, we're here 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're the Alchemy Sisters. My lovely host and friend is Mandee Elam. I'm Jennie McDaniel. We have 3 and 4 other shows a week, so just check us out. We're Heart Over Ego Radio. You can find us on YouTube, iHeartRadio, iTunes. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. We appreciate all the callers we've had today. We love all of you, all the listeners. No matter when you're listening to this information, you can always reflect and heal yourself with the words that are coming through. Like the second caller said, no matter who's tuning in or downloading and listening later, this can always be beneficial and can always ring true to you, and it can always be healing. That's why we do this work, just to simply put it out there that we're interested in healing and doing it. Mandee, it was such a pleasure. Again, we are Heart Over Ego Radio. This is the Alchemy Sisters. We're here Monday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think I was giving the dates and times to my other show. Got to make sure I keep those straight. We appreciate everyone.
Go, girl.
We love you all, and join us next week. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thanks to all of our guests. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
What if you could change your life? What if the sorrow could become joy and the darkness the light? What if you could heal not only yourself but those around you? Well, you can. This is Alchemy, and these are the Alchemy Sisters. Join psychic Jennie McDaniel and spiritual advisor Mandee Elam for a magical 1-hour journey into esoteric spiritual discussions.